Welcome to a very noisy AlsoDriven. I'm on a ship going to Ireland. And this is why I was on a ferry. This is my childhood home, and we're moving permanently to Wales. And it's strange. Like, one of my earliest memories is crawling up that hall. It's kind of weird. Anyway, what does this all got to do with cars? Well, not very much, but I do have a rather cool bit of kit to play with at the minute. It's a van. Later on today, I get to drive this to Dublin, and the current Mr. McGill, you don't really see an awful lot of, but he does exist, gets to take the Volvo. And we get to leave all this behind and start a new life in Wales. Hi. And we have a lot of mess.
Yeah.
A lot of mess, which all has to go into said van. Person, you end up with lots of weird car parts. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. Unfortunately, the council won't collect because they don't take rubber anymore. So, I haven't really had much of a chance to sit and explain what this is or what we're doing here. But it's a transit and it's diesel. That's about as much as I know. This is the worst road test ever on a vehicle on the AlsoDriven channel. But the one thing that I find really, really amazing is that it's like driving around Scenic. I mean, there's literally nothing to drive in one of these things. The steering is light, the controls is light, it has a 6-speed manual gearbox, it has Apple CarPlay, it has Android Auto, everything just works. It does bing and bong quite a lot, but not as much as some of the other cars that I've driven. My sister's Hyundai is particularly bad for binging and bonging. And it's really surprising. We've loaded our entire world into the back of this thing. We're driving it from just outside Belfast to Anglesey, where we now live. So it's like everything we own is back there, and it's like it's like there's nothing there. It really is, and I sort of wonder what way this will work in the future with electric vehicles, because my other half works for DHL and they have tested electric vans, and they found that it's not just a problem with the range, it's also that the batteries are so heavy that the payload is a lot lower than what it should be or what they need it to be, and it means that vans this size don't really work for them, whereas sort of that 7.5 ton truck thing does work, because it's a lot bigger and it can carry a lot more batteries and has a lot more range, and it's designed obviously to carry a lot of weight, so the extra batteries don't make such a big deal. But yeah, it sort of does make you wonder how for the average sort of van driver that's going to work. Anyway, off to the docks, down to the Stena, and heading off then to Wales. So we'll see how we get on. It's going to be a late one. It's now 5:45. Ferry is at 8:30. Gets us into Holyhead around about midnight. Should get to the house for about 1 o'clock. So goodbye Northern Ireland. We're currently in the Republic. Hello Wales. Just arrived at the port. The van has made it very successfully down the road from Belfast. Boat is running a little bit late. The current Mr. McGill is here. He's looking very bored. And there we go. The Stena is just arriving. I've never actually understood why Fords do this. They give you this cubby hole, then they tell you not to put your phone in it, because if you put your phone in it, it will get smashed in the door when it closes. 1 o'clock in the morning. We're in a transit van and we're rapidly approaching customs here at Holyhead. Now, normally this is not a problem, but what has happened is that post-Brexit, there is certain rules and regulations about stuff that can and cannot come from Ireland. And one of them is houseplants. Now, as you're aware, I'm moving house. I have some lovely houseplants. I would love to bring them to my new house. But no, Brexit has decreed that that is the same as importing live Ebola. So what we would have had to have done was go to somebody from somewhere, Department of Agriculture, whatever, tell them that I'm bringing 2 houseplants to Anglesey. They would send someone out, they'd test them, and then they would let me know if I could bring the 2 houseplants that I got from B&Q back to Anglesey. So here we go, we're coming up to customs now. A little bit nervous about it. Alan's got a couple of plants in his car as well. They are houseplants, we're not importing weed, it's just normal houseplants. So here we go, let's see what happens. Oh, the drama. Okay, through the first bit. Oh, bump. I have a lot of very breakable stuff in the bag.
National Cycle Route 5.
Okay, we're going on the National Cycle Route 5. That's interesting. According to your woman. Okay, so here's our last bit. This is the house plant detector in Gantry, probably.
In 200 yards, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto A55.
Okay, anything? Nope, nothing there. And nothing here. Okay, alright. Nobody cares. There we go, we have imported live Ebola from Northern Ireland. All you English and Welsh people will be dead by the end of the week. So, there you go. Serves you all right for voting for Brexit. Well, it's day 2 of moving house. Yes. So, got in late last night. Did lots of nothing, because I went straight to bed. Got up today. Gentleman off Twitter came around. So, as much as we all talk about how terrible Twitter, X, is one of the local tweeters came around and gave us a hand to unload the van, which was very, very much appreciated. Then I tried to bring some furniture into the house, ruining the minimalistic aesthetic of the whole thing. And then we loaded up some stuff of Sean's that was at the house, giant fence panels, and we are taking them to his house at Cambridge. So currently it's Friday night, I'm on the M6, I'm wearing a white t-shirt, and I'm driving a van. This is the most heterosexual I have ever felt. Day 3 of moving house, and we're here at the unit with the van, and I'm really getting sick of moving stuff. Quick flash of the cars in the Barn of Dreams. And how are you?
Hello. I'm alright. It's a bit morning-y, but I'm okay.
Okay, we gotta get rid of all that. What have we got here?
I actually have no idea because it's your stuff, but it's bits of pandas, I'm imagining.
Do you need a hand?
Yeah.
Quick look around the barn. So that's everything that was in my house. It's all to do with cars. This is the rest of the things that some of the stuff we don't really talk about. Like Splutter. Splutter doesn't get talked about much. No.
Should probably bring my actual car home at some point. It's been here for weeks. It's like it's been relying on classics or ship boxes.
Yes. It seems strangely empty for some reason.
Yeah, I know. We need to, well, because there's a few cars on my driveway, we need to repatriate a couple of them up here, I think.
Okay, alright, let's go do that. This was a very tight fit in the way in. And that was the antenna. No, they're not ours. Yes, Sean does covet them. Some of the stuff in here is actually really clever. I mean, one of the things that like I'm really quite like perplexed about on modern vehicles is that for some reason they don't seem to think you need storage for stuff in modern vehicles, but if you drive a van you need lots of storage and things to put stuff in, and like things to like, you know, put things in or write on, and there's storage under here because the seat flips up and you've got like more storage under there. And it's like, you know, just because I drive a car doesn't mean that I don't need stuff like that. Also, don't get me started on the touchscreen. Big move is over, we're all done. Breakfast is like served. We're on our way back home. Did you cope okay with like being thrown into a transit van at the Scricks of Dawn this morning and come to...
Yeah, because I didn't have to drive it, so I'm quite happy being a passenger in a transit van. It's okay.
Oh,
sorry.
That's okay. I'm balancing coffee and driving. Not driving. You're driving. While being driven.
While being driven.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching. That was the great move to Wheels, which somehow has ended up in Cambridge.
Yeah, because I needed fence panels, that was the thing, and car parts had to come here as well. But yeah, there were fence panels in the Anglesey house that belong to me that need to be in my house here. So.
And on that very disappointing note.
It's very exciting, isn't it?
Yes. Bye.